What's going on, guys? My name's Simon. Welcome back to another video inside of BeamNG. Today we are going to be trying out some of the new Gambler 500 scenarios. What are they? Well, the Gambler 500 is a budget-friendly off-road series where people are encouraged to take very strange contraptions, off-road them, and collect rubbish along the way to help improve the world around them. BeamNG partnered up with them, created some very interesting scenarios, and we're going to be trying them out today. Any questions? No, I didn't think so. Let's get straight into it. Embrace the forest and race along the technical trails with your gambler machine. You have to say, fantastic description of it there. Gambler machine tells you everything you need to know. Stay steady and alert, that's very difficult. This course can really shake you around. Well, I would hope so, given it's supposedly at least off-road. And of course it's hang on, there we have it now. It's the American version of manual where you have a stick, but it is still basically automatic. Oh dearie me, and I'm having to look over the top of the car in order to see where I'm going in the immediate future. Oh no! Right, and it's lights out, stick in, and away we go. And it's a decent start. Oh no, never mind. Oh, I've lost all the tyres off the roof. That's fine, you don't need tyres on the roof. They're meant to be on the wheels. Oh dearie me, that's a telephone pole. Oh no, it's not, it's a tree. We've missed it. We've missed it. We haven't missed that one though. We haven't missed that one. We're going to have to reverse. Well, probably not in fairness because we were rolling back down the hill. There we go. Third checkpoint. I thought it was the second one. It is the third one, which means we have made it further in one piece than we did on the last attempt. I'm using immoral amounts of counter steering. Oh, it does not respond very well at all. I'm doing 66 kilometers an hour. And on these roads, I don't know why it's speeding up so vigorously. I'm not pressing the accelerator. I'm actually on the brake. I'm not sure. Maybe we've got a sticky throttle or something. Although that would be very regrettable, given that, oh dearie me, I'm not sure if you can see it, I am going 120 degrees in either direction with the steering wheel. Oh, just to go in a straight line. Now, you see, that isn't meant to happen. You see that shape there, that V shape, it's not meant to look like that. Now, that is what the elites don't want you to know, but there isn't meant to be a V shape, or indeed for that matter, smoke coming out of the front of the car. Now, control it, control it, control it. We've controlled that brilliantly. We've hit a rock there and we've lost the petrol can, but that's no problem. It's weight saving. If the petrol isn't in the fuel tank, then quite frankly, you really don't need it. Oh, dearie me. I mean, we're only doing 20 checkpoints. There's very little need to carry extra fuel, particularly when we're starting with a full tank. Oh, we're going this way. We're going into a tree. Never mind. The engine is starved of oil. I'm afraid we do have bigger problems at this moment in time. Namely that we have morphed through a tree, and just as I said, you don't want the V shape in the front of the car. It has to be added. You don't want a tree in your car either, unless it's in a small pot coming from a garden centre, in which case it's permissible. I don't know why we have a drive gear and a second gear. We've got park, drive, and then 2. I'm not entirely sure what 2 is. If it makes us go faster, I wouldn't be at all surprised. And obviously, in this instance, speed is never going to hurt you. As we've seen in the previous 2 attempts, it really isn't speed that's the issue here. It is very much the driver and the fact that I can't see anything because of the blasted tyres on the roof of the car. You can see that I'm completely off throttle and I'm still doing 60 kilometers an hour. That's about 40 miles an hour. And on these roads, you really don't want to be doing that. I've nearly rolled it and I've hit a tree. That is not what you want either. And we're going to have to reverse out of that. Let's see if, oh dear, the steering is, as they would say in the industry, never mind, the steering is the least of our worries. We are again morphed into a tree. We're going to go with the inside camera for this, because how bad can it be is really the philosophy that I'm going with. And immediately the sense of control over the vehicle is just immensely improved. I can actually see where I'm going, although there is, oh Oh, dearie me. That's no problem at all. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. If we don't know what damage there is, then, oh, it's like there's no damage at all. But I'm literally full lock to the right, and it's somehow turning left. And I need to put it into reverse now. Let's see. We're only just able to get it out of there. Ah, now you see, that is the issue. I've realised I can use my sequential gearbox. And the issue that we're facing is that there's actually no right rear wheel. Oh, actually, this could be a fantastic idea for a camera angle, because I don't get the interesting motion blur that you get in cockpit cam, but I can still see where I'm going and have an actual sense of the vehicle's width. Oh, look at this, I'm actually rally driving. That's the first time I've been on throttle there, as far as I know. And at 80 kilometers an hour, that's 50 miles an hour. Oh, in this machine, that is regrettable speed. But nevertheless, I mean, my vision is slightly impaired now that the bonnet has come up slightly. But we're not going to worry about that. There's second gear in an automatic. That's a very interesting turn of events, that an automatic has more than just drive and reverse. Oh, I am literally in a tree. Oh, and there's the wheel. Look at that, the wheel is gone again. You know, this is a time trial, but at the end of the day, it isn't about how fast you go. It's about glazing the rock on the way, apparently. It is about making it. And it is about making it and learning about yourself on the way, because ultimately, if you don't learn anything in life about success and failure and see, this is all the speed that you want. 60 kilometers an hour now, 40 miles an hour is all you really want on these roads. You know, you don't need any more than 60 kilometers an hour, or maybe 70 as we're getting up to now. But that's all you need. You don't need ignore the dry steering, ladies and gentlemen. It is a technique that they use in off-roading very frequently. Let's rip the handbrake. That hasn't worked as I intended it to, but we'll carry on nonetheless. Look at this. Tarmac is my speciality. It is my signature dish, so to speak, at least. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend eating it because it'd be utterly repulsive. Oh, dearie me, but if you want someone to drive on it, I am your man. Back off-road again. This is the furthest that I have ever made it, and given that we've just passed checkpoint number 12 out of 20, that is a somewhat embarrassing thing to say. We have lost, I think, some tyres and the petrol can off the top there. Considering I've been recording for 15 minutes now, I've only just made it to checkpoint 14. That is a very embarrassing fact. But we have to face the truth in life. We have to stand and face the music. And in this case, the music is incredibly depressing. You can probably hear my force feedback going absolutely bananas. Don't worry about that. It is quite warm, so it will probably fail momentarily given the amount of soaring that I'm doing at the wheel. Oh, no! No, roll over. Yes! That is oh, we've got a recycling sign on the front. That's brilliant. The environmentalists will love that. They might give us a reduction in the road tax for that. We'll get on to, oh, dearie me, I'll get on to my local MP. He might give me some financial rewards or something for promoting recycling. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. Don't hit anything, please. Thank you. That's a lovely fence there, actually, now that we mention it. Well, we didn't mention it. Oh, there's the finish. Well, there you have it. Success. Don't give up. Well, I'm glad I didn't. 20 minutes in to recording this, they tell me not to give up. Well, that is just so nice of them. Make sure to remember I'm crashing into just about everything possible. Make sure to remember where you last crashed and where the difficult parts of the tracks are. Practice makes perfect. Well, we didn't achieve any stars because we finished in just shy of 4 minutes rather than 2 minutes 45, which would qualify us for a star. However, I'm not in the mood to carry on with this, so let's go and do something else. Hoop Tie X Small Island, Gambler 500. 2 laps of the inner loop here on the island is in order of, oh, hang on now, that is, ladies and gentlemen, we have discovered atrocious English. Look at this. Actually, you can't see it because my webcam is in the way, so let's move that. There we have it now. Just look at that there. 2 laps of the inner... Actually, I'll close that again because it makes better viewing. 2 laps of the inner loop here on the island is order of the day. There you have it. Maintaining speed as much as possible will be imperative to a good result. Finish in 5 minutes 50... Oh, heaven forbid. I'm going to have to move this back. Finish in 5 minutes 50. Well, you just know that it's going to be at least 10 minutes before I finish this. If I get that on the first go even. But it is lights out and away we go. We have to do 2 laps. Well, that's just fantastic news. It is a circuit, however, which is right up my alley, as I'm sure you can imagine. And I am familiar, at least somewhat, with the vehicle and the fact that it's completely undrivable. Don't hit that, for heaven's sake, man. There we go. We've just about avoided it. It's not going to be good for the old stopwatch, stopping to look at tyre bundles, but nevertheless, that's what we do. We don't really care about the stopwatch. We care about the journey and the entertainment. Oh, value, don't crash. Oh, I should not have done that. But we have saved weight in that manoeuvre, so I retract that comment. We have lost weight. We have improved the visibility, which is the most crucial thing. And we are well on our way to flipping over again, and well, that looks to be the end of that. I've got my headphone wire caught in my watch, and the car has flipped over. Ripped the handbrake again there because we didn't learn last time, but we've had the same result, which is in line with Einstein's theory that if you do the same thing again and again and expect a different result, you are wrong. Well, I've done the same thing and got the same result, and it is played to my favour. Look at this. I am... Oh, no! We have completed the first lap, and... Oh, no! I don't know why I made a voice there as though I was about to vomit. Although, I mean, you might be about to vomit if you're watching this driving in any detail. Let's just go through here. I'm sure we can, and we can. Look at that. It isn't about what you know, it's about who you know. Now, I knew those hay bales from the first lap, and I knew that I could go through them. Don't ask me how I knew that, but I did. This bit here really is a fantastic section, of course, particularly if you stay on all 4 wheels. Makes it even better. This section down here, I mean, just look at this. It really is where true rally drivers like myself come alive. Just look at that expertly executed handbrake induced drift there, and that terribly executed non-handbrake induced loss of control there. See, now some of you might be saying, Simon, why are you reversing around? And the answer is simple. Rear wheel steering gives you a better ability to steer, and also it's less important if the back end smashes off the ground than it is if the engine smashes off the ground. There's my case in point to prove that issue. Now, let's see. See, this is where rear wheel steering comes in very handy. I wouldn't have made that checkpoint if it wasn't for my rear wheel steering genius. Now, let's... Oh, dearie me, oh, dearie me, oh, dearie me. That's a tree. No. No. No! I am going to cry. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. Tropical Toboggan, Gamble of 500. This stage is not for the faint of heart. Well, that rules me out as well to quit. Wrestle the Covette, or the Cove, to the bottom of the hill on very slippery roads. Well, it can't be any worse than what we've already encountered. So let's get on with it. Oh, no. It has an extraordinary turning circle. It turns on a dime. I mean, most hatchbacks do, but turns out if you put a tractor tyre at the back, it just turns like an absolute beaut. See, from the internal view, it is slightly more difficult because you do get bounced around significantly more than, the external view. You really do appreciate just how bumpy the roads are. I mean, just look at that. That's absolutely immoral. The council really should do something about this. Let's go down a gear so we can actually drive, and up a gear so we can actually... Oh, Macarena. I think I've broken something. I heard something go clunk. We're not going to worry about it, however. Look at the amount of spray and water. I mean, you really do need a tractor tyre for this sort of thing. Ignore the sudden intake of breath there. That has caused a low-pressure air mass to move over Europe, which should put out those Greek wildfires. So the Greek government can thank me later. There's some lovely foliage that we've just driven through there. Some very oneric and rare species that we've completely destroyed. We're not going to worry about that. We did have a recycling logo on the back of our car earlier on. So that is our contribution. Go down into first. Oh, yes. Look at the power and the speed. This is where you need the tractor tyres. Look at that. That is absolutely brilliant. Our contribution to environmentalism as a cause was made earlier on with the recycling symbol on the front of the bonnet. So we really don't need to worry about endangering any sort of plant life or even animal or even human life for that matter. Other than my own, but I mean that's reasonably unimportant in the grand scheme of things. I mean, I've put it in so much danger just recording this ridiculous video that we really don't need to. No! Well, it can't be any worse than what we've already encountered. No, 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 no. That is the last checkpoint. That's the last checkpoint. How far is that? How far is it? That's like 5 meters. 5 meters from the last checkpoint. Why? Why? I'm gonna cry. Jungle Rumble. Battle your way through the jungle and down to the beach. Now, this is a race, so it's right up my alley. I'm not sure we could consider this to be a race course, but apparently we have to. So, oh, look at this. We are in the absolute wagon. There we go, up into drive. And, I mean, we've passed out the, whatever that is, the bathtub-mobile straight away. And we're going to pass everyone else just about. I mean, look at this. We can very easily just put them into the bushes there. I mean, we're already in the bushes. This car has no brakes. But, I mean, even so, it's just, this is actually superb to drive. I'm suffering horrendously with frame rates, and I've been mugged off up the inside for first, but I'm not going to let him get through. And the frame rates may be working against me, but my driving is a language that doesn't need translating. I've absolutely destroyed the front tyre, both literally and figuratively, and that really is... Hang on, where's everyone else? They have all crashed. Every last one of them has crashed. And it's lights out and away we go again. We're just going to mug him off straight away. No problems at all. We're going to try and spin out this guy, and we've done that reasonably successfully, but not entirely, as we make it down to the second of 7 checkpoints. You have to say very short in comparison to the other scenarios. Here's a chance for me to really refine my commentating skills before any other real life commentaries. Not that we're going to think about those in this situation. I have absolutely ruined that guy's front right wheel who I ploughed into, but we're not going to worry about that as we make it through the beach hairpin. We have made it to the beach, so arguably we've succeeded in the challenge that was set, but the game doesn't think so, so we shall carry on in vain, it would seem, as we make it through the straight through the sandy sands as well. And we've still got, actually no, he's not still with us. He's not still with us, so we really don't need to worry about him. But as we come up to the checkpoint, for the first time we have actually won something in BeamNG, finished first, well done. I have achieved all 3 stars in what is arguably the easiest challenge that I have ever taken on in BeamNG. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like and feel free to subscribe. This may well be the last sim racing, the last gaming, the last BeamNG video on this channel for potentially many years, because I am going off to university in about a month's time, so there is a very good chance that this will be the last video. If it is, I'm not sure if it will be, but if it is, thank you ever so much for always watching these gaming videos over the last, 6 years, almost 5.5, nearly 6 years. It has meant the absolute world to me, and it has been an absolute pleasure to make them all for you. The channel won't be going away. It will be repurposed for something else. I'm still trying to decide what, but there is a good chance that this will be the last gaming video for quite a while. Anyways, please do leave a like and feel free to subscribe, as I've said, if you did enjoy the video. Apart from that, my name is still Simon. Thank you all ever so much for watching, and goodbye.